ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
On play action, Lance. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Lance on the bootleg. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Cook now off the read option. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. The Lance going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mention that to the coaches, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Well, when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Niners.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Cook now off the read option. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Niners now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. And McManus able to put it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown, Cardinals! David Njoku, 81 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
That's caught by Ware. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a look.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is down to 4. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. He's got Njoku over the middle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break for Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. in the first half. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a second down and 6. Play action. It's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Madubuike. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Here's Herbert. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Escapes the defender. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dalvin Cook, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point from McManus is good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
2nd and 5. Lance now to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's got it. This is Ware. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all out.
Touchdown! It's caught at the 1. Deebo Samuel with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
At the 49ers, 46-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Herbert off of play action. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Herbert going to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. It's complete to Cook. A big play there for the Niners. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Cook now off the read option. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Herbert to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Potter. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And you can just about put this one in the win column for the 49ers. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with one game remaining.
You